Good morning, friends. It's Mrs. Bailey, and today we're going to be learning about nouns. You may have heard nouns as being a person, place, or thing, but we have a new category or another category, an animal, because animals aren't just things, they're living, breathing things, and they have to think and reason and eat, so we put them in their own category. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on in. It says, do you know what a noun is? And it has this little girl thinking about nouns. A noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. And over here on this page, we have examples of person. In this first picture, we have a little girl. So, a girl is a person, right? So, girl is noun. We have a doctor. Well, if you're going to see your doctor today, a doctor is a person, correct? So, doctor is a noun. But now, he's also a man. So, a man is a noun too. You can be different types of nouns. For instance, this little girl right here. She's a girl, but she could also be a student. If I say, look at the student in the classroom, well, a student is a person, right? So, student is a noun. Just about everything is a noun. We're just trying to decide what type of noun they are today. Person, place, thing, or animal. So, she could also be a sister. Well, a sister is a person. She could be a daughter. A daughter is a person, so daughter is a noun. Sister is a noun. What about right here? We have a lady. Well, a lady is a noun. You could also call her a woman. That means woman is a noun. It's a person. I see a little bit of gray hair on her head. She could be a grandmother. So a grandma is a person too. What about right here? We have a mail carrier. That means a mail carrier is a noun because it's a person. A farmer is a noun. A farmer is a person. So is a man. Man is a person. We have a firefighter. Firefighters are people. And then we just have a man. Man is a person. I bet you can think of other people that are considered a person in the noun category too. It's not just man, woman, boy, girl, lady, gentleman, that type of thing that's a person. It can be the position they hold too. So, like over here, firefighter, farmer. We also have like garbage collectors, dentists, student, sister, brother, son. Any type of position that anybody holds, if there are people, then they are considered a person, and that is a noun. I hope that's not too confusing for you. We'll talk a little bit more about it in a few minutes. So right here, we have place. So we've talked about person, now we're on to place. We have a farm. A farm is a place, that's some place that you can go visit. We have a playground. I bet you have those at your school. A park. A park is a place you can go and you can sit on one of those benches. You could take a walk. You could take a run. You could fly a kite. You can do a lot of things at a park. It's a place. How about this lake? You can go to a lake and you can go fishing. You can go swimming. It's a place that you can go to. A beach. You can go to the beach. Some of you may go to the beach for spring break or on summer vacation. And a city. You can go to a big city. That's a place that you can go. You can go and visit that. You can go and visit a lake. You can go visit the playground. There are places that you can go to. Over here, thing. There are a lot a lot of things out there, and they're all nouns. Right here we have a bike. A bike is a thing. It's a noun. Cup of coffee, that's a noun. It's a thing. A stool, that's a thing. Think, for instance, if, you know how sometimes you just can't remember a word? It's just a common word and it just will not come to your head. And you're trying to tell somebody, look at that thing over there. Well, that thing could be a stool. If they look and they see it and they see a stool, they'd be like, oh, she's talking about a stool. But you could replace that word stool with thing and it still makes sense. Glasses. We even have a book. We have two things in this picture, glasses and a book. Look at that yummy thing on the counter. That's a pizza. So pizza is a thing, and that's a noun. Look at those things at the end of his feet. Those things are nouns. They're shoes. So do you see how just about everything is a noun? Animal. Look at that cute little kitten. A kitten is an animal. So a kitten is a noun. Elephant. That's a beautiful picture of an elephant. An elephant is an animal, so it's a noun. Koala bear. Dog. Penguins. Owls. They're all animals. They're all nouns. I know that you can think of a ton more animals, and they're all nouns. Anything that falls in the animal category, it can be insects, it can be anything. Worm, lion, tiger, giraffe, snake. They're all animals. They're all nouns. So it says, let's play a game. We're going to look at each of these pictures and we're going to see if we can find more than one noun in each picture. So in this first one, this is a picture we've already looked at. We said she was a girl. A girl is a noun. It's a person. She could also be a daughter. Daughter is a noun. She could be a sister. That's a noun. Sisters are people, right? How about this right here? What is that thing in her hair? That thing is a flower. So flower is a noun. Over here, we've seen this picture too. Where is this? If you can answer that where question, then you know it's a place. This is the beach. It's a place. So the beach is a noun. But now we also have some sunglasses. Those are things, or it's a thing. So that's a noun. Flip-flops, they're things. That's a noun. We have a beach bag and a towel. Those are things. They're nouns. See, this is what I'm saying. Just about everything is a noun. We're just trying to decide what category it falls into. Person, place, thing, or animal. You could even say this starfish right here is an animal. Down here, we have an animal, a dog. That's a noun. What is that dog holding in his or her hand? That's a telephone. So that's a thing. It's a noun. Over here, a firefighter. That's a noun. Firefighter is a noun. If you say, the firefighter's coming to help me, well, a firefighter is a person, so that's a noun. That firefighter is holding this big, huge hose. A hose is a noun. He's wearing that thing on his head. That thing is a helmet. He's wearing that thing on his body. That's a protective fire jacket. That thing is a noun. Are you getting it? Is it making a little bit of sense now? Okay, this is a huge farm. The entire picture is a farm. Let's see if we can find a person. Well, I know you can. There's a person. The place. The place is a farm. That's where that person is at. You can go visit a farm. Thing. Can we find some things on this farm? Well, we have these things. They're called silos. We have this hat on his head. That's a thing. We have the fence right here. That's a thing. There are other things too, but we'll stop there. Now, animal. Well, of course, a cow. A cow is an animal. So we found a person. We know it's a place that you can visit. Thing and animal, all in this picture. So over here, we're going to read some sentences. Please follow along with me. Number 1, I saw a pretty flower. What is the noun in that sentence? I don't see a person in there. There's not a place. What about a thing? This flower is a thing, so that's the noun. Number 2, she is my sister. Do we have a person in that one? Yeah, a sister is a person, so that's the noun. She is a student. Student is a person, so that's the noun. She is a doctor. A doctor is a person, so that's the noun. You see how one person can have a lot of different nouns associated with them. Sister, student, and doctor could all be the same person. I have a cat. We see a person in there? No. Place? No. Thing? No, because that cat is a living, breathing thing that eats and thinks. But it's an animal, so that's a noun. I saw a lifeguard wearing goggles at the beach. Okay, here's a tricky one. We have a few nouns. We have 3 nouns in this one. Person is a lifeguard. Place. Okay, the beach is a place. Thing. Goggles. That's a thing. Now, we don't see an animal, but we have the other ones, person, place, and thing. I saw a lifeguard. That is a person. Wearing goggles. Those are things. At the beach. That's a place that you can go. That's where they are. So I hope it's making a little bit more sense to you about nouns. It's kind of tricky with nouns because there are all types of nouns, and nouns fall into different categories. And this was a video that we were just talking about some of the categories that certain nouns fall into. Person, place, thing, or animal. I bet if you look around your room right now, you can find all of those, even if the animal is just on a picture or on the front of a book. You're in the classroom, so that's a place. All kinds of people, all kinds of things, and even some animals. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.